Why I love outreach. I get to be a foot soldier for Christ. You know what I mean? How cool is that? How cool is that? I get to just go out there and we get to pray. Father, show me those soft hearts, Lord. Show me the hearts that you've prepped, Lord, so that when we come, they're going to receive it, Lord. We get to go out there, and He does. That's awesome, man. It's like, I've heard people say, I don't get these prayers. And I'll tell you what, I don't know why. Those prayers, they get answered almost every day we go out. There'll be some person that he'll deviate us to. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I love it because we get to stand before and represent Christ. I was homeless for a short period of time, and one of the things that I experienced when I was homeless was sitting there and watching the world go by, watching, mom and dad with their kids go to dinner, people going to work. And I don't know if you guys ever seen those videos that people will do when they do like a photo shoot where somebody's sitting there and everything goes by really fast. It kind of started to feel like that. And you literally start to wonder, am I even here? People walk around you, walk over you. And then in the few times they do acknowledge you, most of the time it's with disdain. And already being there for whatever reasons, you're not feeling great about yourself. You're already wondering, how did I get here? Why did I make these decisions? Whatever it might be for each particular person. But that was the worst for me, the loneliness. And you felt super lonely because you were disconnected from anybody, from any kind of real love. And so that's one of my favorite parts about when I go out with Justin, we do our outreach, is literally going up to somebody and telling them how much we love them. And telling them, like looking at them in their eyes and I love you. I really love you. I promise you that. And they can look in your eyes and see that you're not lying. And then you get to tell them why you love them, how you love them. And it's all Christ. It's all Christ. It's I like to tell them when I'm out there with them, I can guarantee you that the Lord's eyes are more on you than Justin or I. We're the 99, brother. He's out looking for you. And He wants so bad to pick you up and put you on His shoulders in the most loving manner and bring you back home. And watching their eyes, kind of listening to them kind of smile a little bit and feel like they're worth something, which they should. There's literally nothing, at least for me, there's nothing better. There's nothing better than that. I remember when I first got saved, brother, I remember going out and driving in the car and literally looking at people at a stop. It was kind of weird, like it was like crybaby, and just looking to my right, my left, and it was traffic. And I remember just crying, wondering how many of these people have been deceived. And aren't on the straight, narrow path. And it breaks my heart because the devil and his demons they're doing work right now. They're doing work. They're doing work when you walk up on a man laying on the side of a road, right, particularly the man I'm thinking of right now, in front of a Jack in the Box. And Justin and I walked up to this poor man, and he's laying on the floor. He can't get up. His legs are swollen. You can see his leg was up a little bit, and you see lesions on his legs, and they're swollen. And he's laying there, and he asked us to get coffee for him. That's a child of God. It angers me The devil sits there and he revels in it. He makes a mockery of God's children. I almost picture him in his evil taunt to God saying, look at your son, look what he is now, look what I made him. And it angers me because of just sin all around. And it's I don't know if I'm getting off topic, but it's weird. It's like since I've been saved, and it reminds me of Paul when he got blinded. And I always love when it says that like scales fell off his eyes. And it feels like that happened to me. And you kind of see things for what they are. And this is what you see when you go out there. And it reminds me of like the Lord when he says, count the cost. But but now it's cool though. I mean, yeah, I do get emotional, but you know what? It's not so worth it. Doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, you're serving the Lord that day. You got to stand before somebody and say, Jesus Christ, and just explain who he is, that he died for us, and that his grace, his blood bled over all our filthy, filthy sins, and cleansed us white. Coming from a broken background, coming from living in sin, and being used by Christ, there's nothing like it. So anyway, I'm sorry I'm going off topic, but he we hit the ground floor running. We hit the ground floor running, and it's awesome because I didn't know what I was going to do. All I knew is I wanted to go talk to people who were on drugs like I was, who were homeless, and the Lord, and it's just mercy, amazing. He's just here, and it's been an amazing walk so far. There's many lessons I've learned in obedience. Sorry about that, man. I don't crybaby, dude. Where my passion for outreach comes from is from the Lord, and I know it may sound a little cliche, but it's it infects your mind a little bit, and I like to think in a beautiful way where you're at home and sometimes your mind might wander, and my mind used to wander to a lot of sinful things and things of this world, and now it wanders to God's children out there, to his kids that are still afflicted with drugs and pornography, and it's become it's just become something that's on my shoulders quite often. I used to wonder when I'd hear a pastor say I had my calling, I got my calling, and I just wonder how do you know a calling? What how does that work? And I kind of think I know what that works like now. And it's just something that it absorbs your mind. And whether you let nothing stop you,